Right.
So I decided, I was like, it's not really worth it right now.
So now that you left, do you feel better? Do you feel more free? Do you feel like how do you feel now that you left the industry for a little bit?
I do feel a lot better
Okay.
because I mean it does lift off the weight. Because another thing too is there's some regulars who, well, particularly one who is like legitimately like kind of like harassed. He there's a regular who comes in, and he probably still comes in to this day, I'm assuming, who was borderline like stalkerish, like
Are you
very
serious?
creepy. Yeah. And that was another thing, cuz you know what? Before the pandemic hit, I literally, oh, I've got it right here. Let me show you this.
Yeah.
Okay, so before COVID happened, it was getting to the point this guy was driving me nuts, cuz this guy, he was a regular, and he would refuse to sit in anybody else's section but mine.
Oh my
And if
god.
somebody tried to sit him in somewhere else, he would try to like tell the host, "Oh, I want her, like I love her." You know, he like really liked me. He would like hit on me. He's asked me out, and
Oh,
I,
so
you know,
so
and
he would
even when I
harass you
said
that way.
no,
Uh-huh.
he would apologize, but he would still be creepy. So it would literally, before the COVID, like before COVID hit, he started coming like it escalated. Like first, I'd see him like every once in a while, and then all of a sudden, I started seeing him once a week. And then it got to the point he was coming in every day, literally every single day. And then I found out the host that worked there. They told me, they're like, oh yeah, he would even come in on days that you weren't working, and he was asking for you. And then he finally, because he was coming in every single day, he started memorizing my schedule because my
Oh
schedule was
my
set. So he was
god.
coming in every single day. It was getting to the point I got this fake engagement ring on Amazon, a cheap fake engagement ring.
Are you
That's how bad it
serious?
got. Is I got this fake fucking ring
Wait, there it is.
because I
I
was
think
like, you know
it's
what? I'm
focusing.
gonna
It's
just
almost there.
pretend. I'm just gonna wear it if I see him coming in. Literally just gonna wear it, and I'm left-handed anyways. So when I'm
Yeah.
taking his order, maybe he would see that I'm like wearing it, and I would, maybe just. But that was before COVID, and then luckily, like bittersweet, COVID happened, so we closed down for 3 months,
Oh,
and
okay.
so because of that, like people were wary to come in,
Right.
and then once we did come in, like I hadn't seen him for a while, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't have to deal with him anymore
Right,
because
right, right.
it started getting bad.
Right.
Um, and then for a while, like, luckily I didn't see him because I think he was hesitant to come in,
Because
but
the whole
then,
COVID
of
thing, right?
course, and then he started coming in again, and I'm like, "Ugh."
Wait, so when all this stuff was happening, was management getting involved? Like, was your coworkers getting like, "Yo, man, get the fuck,"
I
whatever, blah
think,
blah, or like, how did they
yeah,
deal with
so
that?
that's the thing is, like, at first, because I was working, like, there wasn't during the time I was working, like, this is the thing, they had talked to him, but they weren't stern enough where they were like they didn't, like, kick him out or anything. Um But finally, like once COVID hit, and then like when we came back and when he started coming back, I was really stern with them. And finally, then they were getting more serious about helping. And luckily, like literally, the host would just not sit. They would put him in the bar. And then
Mm,
when he asked, they'd be like, "Oh nope, sorry, you can't sit over here. Like
good.
her section's fully booked."
Right.
But it took a while for them to do that. But like finally,
Yeah,
they
like,
did.
why did it take so long for them to take
I
action
know.
on that? That's
I
so
don't
crazy.
know.
Because that's your like livelihood, right? Because
Yeah, and it's
he
like
could
that's the
stalk
thing
you,
is
he
like
could
when
follow
you're
you out the parking lot, some shit like that, right?
exactly, and that's what I was afraid of too. I was like, I didn't know if he would do that, and yeah, so it was not fun. And I wasn't the only one either because once he finally stopped being in my section and after I finally got to the point where I would just pretend to not see him, and I would avoid, even if I could tell in my peripheral vision that he was like staring, I
Right.
would just try not to have any eye contact with him so that I wouldn't have to talk to him. And so he got the hint, and he started hitting on all the other female workers.
For
And
girls too.
literally, all of us went up to the managers and were like, you know what? I'm not comfortable dealing with him. I don't want to serve him.
Right.
So,
Yeah, because
yeah,
you really can't have that dude in the establishment. I'm
yeah,
surprised
because
management didn't even act on that and be like, "Yo, you gotta get
yeah,
out of here. What the hell?"
because that's the thing though, is like when you're stuck at work, like, you have to be there, so
Mhm.
it's almost like you're putting somebody at hostage because it's
Right.
like, "I know you're stuck here, and I wouldn't be" it's not like I'd be dealing with you if I were outside of work. I'm dealing with you because I have to, and I feel like that's
Yeah.
just, like, not cool, somebody coming in like that, and just because I'm doing my job being nice doesn't mean you
Like
know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like he's taking
exactly.
it too far,
Yeah,
the kindness too
he's taking
far, and it's
advantage
just
of it. I feel like that happens to a lot to like service to to anyone in the service industry, right? Especially if you're a girl,
Mhm.
right? Like someone takes advantage of your kindness because you're just doing your job. So, like bartenders, holy shit! Like bartenders,
Yeah.
they have to be nice
Especially
so
if
they
they're
get
getting
tips and
drunk,
well, yeah. Oh
probably.
my god,
Yeah.
right? Exactly. So I'm glad that you're out of that environment, and I'm glad that they
Yeah.
finally like
'Cause
took you or they finally took some action.
Mhm.
But the fact that it took so long for them to actually take action is the
Yeah.
worst part. Like holy
Yeah,
fuck.
exactly.
Yeah, because like, like you said, you're stuck in a prison with this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like you're stuck in a
exactly.
jail cell. And you got to deal with the guy.
Mhm.
Damn, I'm
That's
so
kinda
sorry
what
that you
kind
went
of,
through
like,
that.
deterred
Yeah.
me. Oh, it's all good. I mean, it sucked, but